Mm. Hey. Dude, you need a smaller girth. Stop. Stop. Stand still. Girl, I know. I know. Sorry. Trying to fix this. Okay. That's a little bit better, I think. If I need to, we can fix it later. That's not pushing it down too far, is it? Come on. Come on. Good. Spit your butt. Good girl. Good. Good. Good.
Hello,
Hello.
how are we?
Good. How are you?
Good. Let me find you.
I
We are.
always like spins around and faces the wall right away. I'm
Well,
gonna.
it's just being a little bit temperamental.
I think I
Okay,
probably dropped it one too many times. Oh,
the girth or the
the
strips?
pivo.
Oh, well, that was not what I was thinking of, but okay.
Oh, dude,
Girl,
it's better.
you're just back at it after your day off?
Good
Just ready to
girl.
roll?
I know. She's like, what is this standing still business? She could do it at the show, but we're home, and she's like, no, no.
I cannot. Um, while you're adjusting, so I actually just hung up with Paige,
Oh, okay.
and was chatting with her. So
That's better.
I did not mention to her that I already bought a plane ticket.
Okay.
um, but she was like, well, like, so she wants to handle more of the logistics side of it, which is fine. That's actually like super helpful for everybody involved.
Good.
Um, she said, honestly, for like, so like I gave her pricing for everything, and she was like within your price point and doing like day use fee, she's like, I think we'll easily be able to fill it. I said, ideally, we get 10 rides a day,
Uh-huh.
um, preferably privates, but if people are like really asking, I would do like a semi-private of two max.
Okay.
Um, trying to so basically where we left it is I'm gonna kind of correspond with her as far as like logistics, and she's gonna kind of screen people,
Okay.
um, and kind of get like the so basically, I said I was going to send you like a little blurb about myself, and you were going to kind of post it through your Facebook groups, and she was going to do the same.
Okay.
But then basically on the bottom of it, she's going to put her info for like contact person, and she's going to kind of like
Perfect.
do the logistics side of it, getting people as far as like if they need an overnight pen, calling in, and
Yeah.
then that way, she's like, I just don't want like a ton of random people. So I kind of have an
Of
ability to like
course.
screen if we get like some people that we think might not be a good fit. And then
Uh-huh.
I said that I'm okay with auditing, but I do think we are going to charge a small auditing fee again, just as like a,
Yeah,
hey, people like, she just doesn't want a bunch of random people there, which I totally get.
for
Like it's their
sure.
home.
Yeah.
And so, I said in the past, I haven't charged for auditing, but it also has been like a facility, not like someone's
Right.
backyard. So,
Totally.
I mean, if you want to charge an auditing fee, that's fine. That kind of just goes back to her in that sense. And then, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to work on my little bio this week, and then I'm probably going to send it to you as well as her. And
Okay.
then as far as like what you can kind of do is just make it shareable, because she's like, well, I
Yeah.
think honestly, if you're okay with taking basically anybody, like we could fill it with just people in my circle that are just kind of interested in like having a lesson and wanting to try something different, which I'm fine with. Like, you don't have
Yeah.
to be dressage based to want to do it. I'm totally open to having other folks.
Right.
Um,
I would also
but
love,
then,
though, for the few dressage people around to be
yes,
able to get into a dressage clinic, which is so
right.
rare.
So we're gonna basically try to make it. So I said, really, like comfort level, I probably wouldn't go. Like, I don't want to teach a bunch of people that are like at fourth level in pre St. George. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't. I haven't competed at that really
Hmm.
at all consistently, and I don't want to be pressured if someone's like, I'm learning like passage, and I'm like, okay,
Of
well,
course.
um, like that's not really been my focus. And I told her, I'm like more an event writer, but I've been doing dressage for years, and I've worked with like a handful of like FEI judges and that sort of thing. But as far as
Yeah.
being able to like confidently and accurately help someone, like
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have my gold medal. So let me just tell
Yeah.
you that. Like, I'm not a USDF gold medalist. But um so anywho, we kind of left it as I'm gonna try and get something to her by the end of the week. And then
Okay.
you can kind of talk with her and just as far as like when you guys want to start sharing it, but then just
Hmm.
making sure that you've got her contact info wherever you post it to, and say like for
Right.
inquiries or like to get signed up, contact page at so and so. So
Perfect.
super positive though.
Good.
She's more than willing to have me come out, and she was like, I think we'll have no problem filling this. So that's good. I told her, I was like, well, I would fly in on Friday and leave on Monday.
Uh-huh.
um so anywho, I think it's going to be more than well covered, and we're going to shoot for that weekend in August, which she seems fine with.
Perfect.
And then we'll kind of build from there.
Awesome. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know. I was like, Julia's been really asking about this, so I want to make it
Yeah.
happen for her. And she was like, well,
Yeah.
that's great. And so we did kind of say like we were going to post it more like to initially just dressage riders. And then if we need to fill the space, kind of like open it up to some more people in her circle and like fill those spots. But we were
Gotcha.
going to
Okay.
try and reserve, at least like even if we did it, we're like the first, if we only get 5 or 6 specific dressage riders, like we'll do those as
Right.
privates in the first part of the day, and then either do like a couple semi-privates or fold in people that aren't necessarily like, let's say, dressage specific riders. So
Sweet. Yeah.
um but yeah, that's kind of where we left it.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Yeah, yeah. So regardless, like, I'm coming in August,
Yeah.
so so that's a
And is
thing.
that 10? Because, like, I plan on taking a spot each day. So do you
Yep.
want like 10 including me, or like, so 9 more each day, or like,
Well,
yeah, I
I
guess
mean, I
10
kind of
total,
told her,
probably.
I, yeah, I said like I would like to get 10 minimum rides per day.
Perfect. I'll
Now if
text her and
that's
be like, hey, I'm taking one of the spots each day just for
yeah,
planning
so
purposes.
but even in, I think we could still even say like let's still get 10 other riders. Like I told her, I
Okay.
was like, I'll teach from 7:30 to 6 o'clock at night with an hour lunch and be fine if there's enough
Yeah,
interest there. But like minimum 10 rides per day,
10.
basically 10 lessons per day, let's say. Um,
Super. Yeah.
yeah. Um, so there's that, which is kind of exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so is this the new saddle?
It is. It
Okay,
feels nice.
and
I like it.
okay, what
Do my stirrups look long enough? Because
okay,
now
so
with the
kind of
new,
kind
I
of
can come
come
closer too.
I can
Yeah.
yeah, I have the zoom, but I want to see it like in a little bit clearer
Yeah.
sense. Um, okay,
I
when
went
you put it
back.
on,
Uh-huh.
did you feel like could you kind of see what I mean by like lifting the back end of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Keep coming. And then you're gonna kind of turn like parallel to the camera.
Yeah.
Your stirrups look even. Hello, miss. Okay, stop there. Okay, what hole are you on for your stirrup?
They're back to my original, so one from the top where
Okay, so
I
bring
usually ride with
bring
them
her
at.
shoulder like a touch towards me so I can kind of see the front-ish of your knee.
There you go.
Okay. How does it feel against your thigh, basically?
It feels good. I feel like it could be maybe one longer because I feel like my
Yeah.
knee is like jutting out past it.
I
Like it's
do
not popping off the saddle, it's just like
no, I do
past the
agree.
front.
Okay, if you drop them a hole, do you
Uh-huh.
feel like you're swimming for the stirrup? That's what I don't want you to feel.
Right.
Do you feel like you can still get your foot into it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and you're not feeling like I mean, you'll be able to tell when you trot a little bit better than just at the walk,
Right.
but I just don't want you to feel like you're swimming down for the stirrup and you can't feel like I want you to be able to press the pad of your stirrup into the ball of your foot a little bit.
Gotcha.
You guys look like a little like berry pie with your pad and your riding pants.
Oh my God.
You look like a little berry pie. Um, well, that is
Okay,
just cute.
good.
Okay,
I like that better.
so yeah, I definitely don't like the whole shorter. How does the seat feel? Do you feel like you're being crammed into the seat?
No, it feels pretty
Okay,
good.
okay, turn her shoulder away from me one more time. Let me see the side again. Oh, it's actually sitting quite level with that little lift in the back.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel like you're getting propped into the back seat, yeah? Ooh, that
Mm-mm.
seat fits you quite good.
Yeah.
Okay. Truth be told, this is really interesting. It must be where the stirrup bars are. Like I could almost tell you to go down one more hole because you can like put your
We can
heel down
try it.
pretty good in these.
My
Let's
leg
do
like
this.
already feels, I can feel a difference. It's like my leg isn't back here. It like
Yeah,
rests
yeah, yeah.
naturally in front at the girth where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was like
Having to
working
kind of
to put it
shove
up at
it.
the girth. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can try
Okay,
one more.
so do this. I want you to just go trot a little bit on like
Okay.
without like a plan. I mean, make a plan. Don't just trot around
Yeah.
aimlessly, but like go pick up the trot and see how it feels. If you feel like when you come out of the saddle, you're jamming your knee over the front, or if you feel
Uh-huh.
like you're coming onto the back of the saddle, then if that's the way that it feels, then the seat is probably a half a size too small. If you feel fine in the seat, then I'm inclined to have you drop your stirrup one more hole.
Okay.
Okay. But just get a feel. I want you to like
Yeah.
walk her through, walk her a second and then pick up the trot. And then if the trot feels good, then we'll make it to the canter.
Sweet. Was it today that you were driving or was that next week to
To
Colorado?
Colorado. No, it's tentatively supposed to be next Tuesday and Wednesday, but there's someone coming to look at that horse tomorrow.
Oh, bummer.
So we'll see. But there's another one that we found that's just like 3 hours away from us in
Oh, good.
Eugast, Wyoming.
Yeah.
That I just thank you for the reminder. I am supposed to send her a message. And so we'll see. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not like she needs a horse like tomorrow. She just wants
Right.
another one. So it's like if it's meant to be, it'll be kind of thing. But
Yeah.
to be honest with you, I wouldn't be totally sad if I wasn't driving to Colorado
Yeah.
next week.
I'm sure that's a long
Yeah,
drive
like
for
it
one
would
like
to
to ride and then turn around and go
one
right back.
horse. Yeah, so I'm not like totally in a travesty about that. I was like, well, Rachel, if it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be fine. Okay. So how does that feel in the walk there?
It feels good. I really like it so
Yeah.
far.
Okay, so I actually like it seems like you're getting better use of your leg here.
Yeah, like
Like pushing
already I
her
can
off of
tell.
it. Yeah, okay. This is good. This is good. This is
Good. Things are
positive.
happening.
Also, is that a bridge down there?
It is. They have all kinds of like little trail. They have like a gate you can open. They have a log you can drag.
Well, that is hilarious. I'm just gonna
I
send
know.
your ass right over the bridge.
Yeah, I do sometimes, and she does great with it.
That's awesome.
Sometimes if I'm hand walking and I try and go over it, she like dodges it. But yeah,
Oh my
she
God.
does pretty well with it. She could be a
That
little
is
trail
funny.
pony.
She sure could, given that she sludged through the freaking swamp for 2 days.
Honestly, dude.
Jesus.
Oh,
She looks white again, though. Her legs look white. So
yeah.
good job.
Oh, good girl.
There you go. Yeah. So, like, even before you go to the walk, like down this next long side, ask for a little bit of
Mhm.
leg yield and see how much you can kind of push her off. And, like, yes, you want to be able to put your leg on, but see if it also changes the way that you feel in your seat, where you can
Right.
weight a little bit more to the outside and see if she'll come over off of your seat bones a little bit more, too.
Yeah, that feels
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And you're
Oh,
getting the right hind to come a little bit more. Good. There you go.
good girl. She goes.
There you go.
Good. Good. Good.
Yeah, so if that feels good, then put her to the trot.
Thank you. All right.
And like take a couple laps, put in a circle, and then
Mhm.
just kind of give me some feedback on how you feel sitting in it.
Okay. I can definitely tell my leg is more in front. Like
Yeah,
I
it looks
feel.
that way. Now, okay, with your leg being more in front though, you don't feel like you're water skiing with your feet up like sliding out in front of you basically. Because I do still want you to be able to bring the leg back a little bit, but I don't want you
Right.
to feel like you're fighting for the leg position so much. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. No, it feels pretty stable.
Okay.
Does it look like my leg is swinging more, or does it
So
like look semi-stable?
make a circle down here, and I'm gonna kind of zoom in. No, it actually looks more stable.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, it does
There.
actually look more stable. So, okay. So then now, like when you post, do you feel like the saddle, like when you sit, you're not like slapping into the saddle? Yeah? Does that
Yeah, it feel like
okay.
yes, I don't feel like that.
Okay. 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 Yeah, good. And it doesn't look like it's bouncing up underneath of you at all.
Good.
Good. So then change directions when you have a second, and I'm going to watch you come by me, and I'm just looking at the saddle here. No, I think if you got like a half pad where you could maybe put a shim in the back,
Uh-huh.
that would help. Good. And then do just like a little bit here to the left, and then I want you to come back to the walk for a sec.
Okay.
Good. Get that same feeling.
There.
Like, do you feel that she's actually like carrying herself a little bit better?
I think so.
Like, she doesn't seem like she's bearing down on you so much in the bridle. Now,
No.
she's been better
Yeah.
about that in general, but
Right. But yeah, like she feels really nice and light. And even when I am like trying, like holding her to get her to bend a little more,
Mm-hmm.
like she's not heavy.
Yeah, no, she
Good
looks good
girl.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now do me a favor. Just come back to the walk for a sec.
Uh-huh.
And underneath the front of your pommel, how many
Uh-huh.
fingers can you fit between that and her withers? Like if you
This
stacked your fingers on top of each other.
on top.
Mm-hmm.
I can get 3.
Okay, perfect. You don't want anything less than that, really. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's pushing too much down on the wither and it's too
Uh-huh.
close, and then you're going to get a really
Gotcha.
pissed off horse. Okay. So
Okay.
the other thing that that you want to say or see is that it's sitting behind her shoulder, so she has free movement of her shoulder blade
Yeah.
basically entirely, so it doesn't look like it's too far there. Now the only thing you need to see is like, as especially when we canner, we don't want
Mm-hmm.
it slipping forward at all. Now I don't think
Gotcha.
it's going to, because
Uh-huh.
it's not rocking like now that you lifted the back a little bit, but if it sits
Uh-huh.
too low, it almost like jams down into their wither and can slide forward, and then the back of the saddle comes up. That's why I was
Gotcha.
wondering, you don't feel like as you come out, it's not like smacking you in the butt, basically, like the back of the
Right.
saddle. Okay.
Yeah. No, it feels good.
Oh, Kiwi. Don't be, shut your pie hole. Okay. So I definitely want to try the canner. I think like riding
Yeah.
in it today is going to be a good call for sure. So let's do this. The reason I had you set out the walk poles is
Mm-hmm.
anytime you're in a walk, I want you to walk through the poles.
Over.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yep. So we're going to really try to work on fixing. I'm not going to say fix. I'm going to say improve her walk, because there's
Okay.
times that it's really quite good, and then there's
Uh-huh.
times when it's really not good. Okay.
Okay.
So the idea is that as you come through the poles, she starts to find a better rhythm in the walk, and it holds a truer rhythm. Okay.
Gotcha.
So,
Uh-huh.
like when you're on your own, they don't even have to be raised, okay?
Uh-huh.
But you can think about just set 4 poles out, because anything that she really has to pick her legs up over, she's gonna have to put 1 foot down. Yeah, so you see there how it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and she has
Yeah.
to think about it, right? She can't
Mm-hmm.
shuffle both feet on the same side, or she's gonna take down every pole. And she's not an
Right.
idiot. So she's going to pick up all 4 of her feet, but she has to be very deliberate in how she's going about it. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, what the walk poles do is they teach the horse that this is the rhythm of the walk. So
Gotcha.
you're not just going to constantly walk through the poles, but anytime you're kind of down by them and you're in the walk her through them. And then after
Okay.
the poles, try to maintain that same rhythm that you just
Rhythm.
felt going over the poles. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So today I want to keep it like pretty low key for her. I don't want to like
Okay.
push a bunch of things. Like I want to use today, like you hauled all day yesterday. This is your first ride back. I want you to feel like you can stretch. I want you to feel like you can relax your back a little bit. So we're not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily gonna put a ton of pressure on in the canter today. Okay.
Okay.
We're just gonna play with it a little bit and see if we can get a little bit. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of that little bit of leg yield in the left lead canter and try to get her to
Cool.
stand up. And then working a little bit, I see your cones are out too. So we're going to work
Mm-hmm.
a little bit on that 20-meter circle feel. Okay.
Sweet. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and put her back up to the trot. Now think in the trot, when she goes, it's like go now.
Right.
Yeah. Good. And then I want you to think no smaller, no tighter in the frame than this. I want you to think about her
Okay.
neck being long. You remember that beautiful trot you had in our ride on Friday when her neck
Yeah.
was quite long, but she was really soft up front and her pole was even with her withers?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's the trot that I want you to try and go for today. So that's
Okay.
going to mean that you're going to have to use, yes, there, that's better there.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, good. And I have a feeling the way that you set the cones, they're just to the inside of the 20-meter circle, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, you want to ride around them. So now think about making the turn. So it's 1, 2, 3, turning. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, turning. 1, 2, 3, turning. That, do you see how it's like that marker? So you're on like the
Yeah.
far side of the cone, the middle of the cone, and the near side of the cone, basically.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Thank you.
turning. Yep. Now see if you can ask for a little bit more trot. Now, that is one thing I want you to pay attention to because it is a new saddle. If she's really being like resistant and wanting to slow down and doesn't feel like her normal self, it's not always because she might be a little bit tired or she's just blowing you off. Like, really pay attention to how she feels in her back. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Good. And then you're going to find somewhere and change directions. That's good there with your hands. I like that. Little inside leg. Good. Now, when you press her off, feel that the right leg drops back slightly and you get a little step of leg yield now. 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 And you don't have your whip today, right? You have the spurs on?
Right. Yep.
Okay. Good.
Hello.
Good. And then now a little forward.
Yeah, good girl.
Good. Change posting diagonal. There you go. Good. And then your circle down here. Super. So 1, 2, 3. Good. And every time she goes around the cone, I want you to think add your right leg. Push her. 1, 2, 3. So you're creating a little bit more bend there through her body. Yeah?
Yeah.
Keep that bend. Yes, that's better there. So watch when she starts to counter bend and you feel like you're carrying her off of your inside leg. She's lost the bend through her rib cage. Okay, so you got to like exaggerate it a little bit. Bring your right hand, your right elbow back towards your hip bone and push her off the inside leg. Really get that right hind to come up underneath. There you go. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so keep that, and then as you hit the long side, go straight, but keep that right bend. So at any point you feel like she's losing it and she starts to counter bend and lean in, you're going to make a little 15-meter circle and fix the bend through her body.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, now circle there. Push her off the right leg. If she ignores you, you're going to turn your toe outwards a little bit and put your spur into her side a little bit. There. Okay, now how does your leg and your stirrup feel here?
Good. I wouldn't go any longer, but they feel good.
But you don't feel like you're swimming for it?
No.
Okay, good. There you go. Okay, and then make a circle down here around the cones. You're going to make one circle, and then as you pass the cone by, we'll call it C, you're going to go down your quarter line and ask for your leg yield left in the trot. Bend, bend, stand her up. Now think over, really get the cross. Right leg drops back, slow the shoulder down. Good. Yep. So this is still a little bit where I'm like, at home, you might have to carry the whip, right?
Gotcha.
Okay, and then press her over, over, right leg drop back, and go. Go, go, go. Good, good. There, that was a better answer.
Yeah.
Good, and then do that one more time on this next quarter line. That's the answer I want her to give you, okay?
Okay.
So even if you really bring your right leg back, push her haunches over. Get there, get there. Make a circle. Now, when you come back around, I want you to kind of give her like a kick. It doesn't have to be with the spur, but I want you to like make contact with her side and like get the answer to move over. Like now.
Okay.
Kick her over. Even if she gets a little bit pissed off, right? So you remember when we said like you got to get in, you get 2 or 3 steps to fix the issue. But if you're pestering her, that's better there. Yes. Okay, now try that again next long side and see if you can be just as subtle on this next long side like that. Good. Sitting a little to the outside. Yeah, there you go. Good. Good. Good.
Yes.
Super.
Yes.
And then change directions. keep that right leg. Don't lose the bend as you change directions. I want you to hold the right bend. Step her up off the right leg. Good, good. Now change your bend left. Super. Good. Circle here to the left 20 meter around your cones. So now it's 1, 2, 3, turning. Good. 1, 2, 3, turning.
Good girl. There you go.
Good. Good. And then down your quarter line and your leg yield. There you go. Yeah, now get in there and fix it and then leave it alone. Yes.
Good girl.
Good.
Good
Good. And then
girl.
your leg yield again. Good. And then over, over, over. Left leg comes back. Really come. Yes. There you go. Good girl.
Good mare.
Good. And
Good
one
mare.
more leg yield, and then you're going to give her a short little walk break.
Okay.
Okay?
Good. Yeah. Good.
Over. Yes. Good answer. Good. And then
Good
keep the
mare.
trot through the short end. And then out of the corner, transition to walk, and immediately make a half circle back through your walk poles.
Okay.
Good. And then come back through your walk poles.
Good girl. Yes. Good mare. Good mare.
Good. So think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. That's better there. Good. Now let her pick her way through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sophie.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, Julia. Yes.
Good
Yes.
girl.
Good. And then let her have a long rein and think on that.
Good job, Mama.
So you see how you can kind of use those, like when the walk starts feeling weird, to put her through that and then just be like, okay,
Yeah.
fix yourself for a second, right? Because if you
Yes.
try to mitigate too much, you end up locking your lower back a little bit, and then because you're trying to like slow it down without her shuffling behind, and so then you
Right.
inevitably end up locking a little bit and she locks more against you.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that little bit, how does she feel going wise?
Good. She's
Okay.
still got some pep and she feels like she's moving well in the saddle.
Okay, good. And how does your leg and your seat feel? You're not feeling like you're sitting onto the back of the saddle at all, yeah?
Nope, it feels good. I'm
Good.
like in the center. I'm not back or forward.
Okay, that's good. We like this. So the big one is going to be when we do the canter here in a second.
Yeah.
Okay?
Do you want me?
And
I have my whip over there. Do you want me to carry it?
yes, I do, actually.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, somehow, Miss Felicia is still in your ear. I thought when we
She's
drove
like,
away, we'd be rid of her.
thought we did the big thing. I thought we were done.
I thought that was
Sophie,
the pinnacle.
You're gonna have to slide on over.
Slide on over.
Yep.
Slide on over, Cuckoo.
Yeah. Let's do here. Let's do this. Let's do a different way. Good. Good job. She's like, what in the? Good girl. It's good for you, Sophie. It's good. I'm so scatterbrained sometimes. It builds your sense of humor. Good girl.
Okay, so now as you go to pick her up again, you're going to take her back through the walk poles, okay?
Okay.
Yep, and let her pick the tempo through them. There you go. Good. Very good. Good. And then keeping that same feeling, you're going to shorten the rein just a little bit and ask her to go to the trot. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap. Good. Good. So I want you to take a trot lap around. I want you to think a little shoulder forward down this next long side, keeping her right hip bone on the rail.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So just don't really take any of the business anymore, right?
Right.
Like when
Yeah.
she blows you off, get in, fix it, and then leave it alone. But she does have to respond. There.
Right.
Good. And then now that shoulder in left again, you're going to think left leg staying forward at the girth. Good. Press her over, over. Yeah, that's quite good. Good. There you go.
Good girl.
Good. And then straighten her. Good. You're going to do 20-meter circle here around your cone.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to pick up left lead canter in the corner by me.
Okay.
And stay on your circle around your cones.
Okay.
Make the cones be part of the reason that you press her off the inside leg. So like every cone that you go by, you're going to close your left leg and press her over. Yes. There. So now think stretch up through the left side.
Good. Yeah.
Over, over. Good. Over, over. Good, Julia. And over, over. Super. You're going to finish your circle, go down your long side, and make your downward transition. I want you to really think about sitting and keeping her behind. So you're going to have to ride, 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 and a tap if she tries to dog you. There. Now prepare, 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 prepare. And the trot. Make her land in the hind end first and tell her to TROT. And then right into shoulder 4. So if and when she wants to get a little heavy on the hand, you can put her into that little shoulder 4 to put the weight back behind. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're going to trot around, cut across half your arena, come back and pick up the left lead canter around your cones.
Good.
Good. Okay, now think each cone. You lift and over, lift and over. So lift, 1, 2, soften. Lift, 1, 2, soften. You're going to go down the long side, trot before the corner, stretch up through that left side of your rib cage. Now start to take a half off in your right rein and sit, sit, sit. Good, and then shoulder 4. Yes, good girl. Good. One more time in the left lead, and then we're going to give her a little walk break.
Okay. Girl, good girl.
Good. And canter. Super. Up and over. Up and over. Up and over. Up and over. There you go. Each cone becomes that point. Stay tall left side, down the long side. Now think about the preparation. Add leg, and half halt, half halt, half halt, and trot. Yes, good. Shoulder 4.
Better. Good girl.
Good. Good. And then you're going to change directions on the diagonal. Push her off the right leg a step, and then a little baby lengthening. Yeah, good girl. And then bring her back and make a downward transition and let her have a little walk break. And then as you go around, then you're going to walk up through your walk poles off of the right.
Okay. Good job.
So since we're doing our check-in, how did the canter feel with the saddle?
Really good.
Okay.
I feel like I can, yeah, I'm still definitely I think my legs are still a little weird because I'm trying not to turn the spur into her and grip like I
Hmm.
usually do. I'm trying to like stay long, but I'm not like
Okay.
not swimming for the stirrups. I'm not scrunching.
Okay. Okay.
Like it
Good.
feels good.
It does not look like you are swinging for your stirrups, like you can't get your heel down if you want it. What I
Yeah.
like is it's actually like quieting your upper leg too, so you can't draw
Uh,
up into it because the thigh block looks like
right.
it stops it a little bit more. Um,
Yeah.
and then that makes you able to like sit up a little bit taller with her, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, good, good. Okay, super. So let her think on
Good
that
job.
for a second. You're gonna come like you can go around. So now think of the walk rhythm, and then you're gonna come up your walk poles one more time before we go back to the trot.
Okay.
So as best as you can, I really want your walk poles to become part of your routine. Okay.
Gotcha. Yep.
And then really think so if I'm counting from her front right foot,
Uh-huh.
it's hold on, let it not pause. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now slow it down just a little bit here because then it gets like so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. What can you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, now push her back out again to where you want her to be. And then it's kind of that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You see how it like starts to speed up kind of behind,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
right? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now slow it down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Yeah. Can you feel that difference? How it's like just a little bit to where when she
Uh-huh.
speeds up, the hind legs come quicker. So she starts to shuffle. She's not actually like reaching out in the front legs. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So then let her come through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Yeah. You can and like when you slow it down like that, can you feel that
Uh-huh.
more? Like in your back?
Yes. It's
Okay.
more pronounced for sure.
Yes. So you that's where I was saying like you have to slow it down a little bit right now to help her
Uh-huh.
fix what has become irregular and a little bit of muscle memory. Okay?
Okay.
So use the walk pulls without you having to pull her back to slow the tempo down a little bit,
Gotcha.
right? And then get her to like think about reaching either further out with the front feet or slowing the hind end down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now around this cone right here, make a smaller circle, like a little 10-meter circle, and think about pushing the haunches in just a little bit. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Like when you slow it down, she has to be very deliberate, right? Like it literally makes it
Yes.
impossible for her to shuffle both legs at the same time.
Right.
What basically ends up happening is they start to look like a gaited horse
Yeah.
when they're
Yeah.
going lateral, right? And that's she's not a
Uh-huh.
gaited horse. Bless. We don't have a gaited horse.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
There. So now push haunches in just a little bit. Feel that you sit a little to the inside, stretch tall through that right side of your rib cage. There you go. Okay, now out of that, you're going to ask her to step to the trot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And then trot. Yeah, there you go. Feel how much more prompt it is, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, super. Really good. There you go. Good. And then now your 20-meter. Feel ear even in the trot. So now it's lift up and over, up and over, up and over. So those 3 steps where you touch your point of your circle, I want you to check in that you've got that bend around your right leg. Don't let her push that right side of her rib cage into you. Good. So up, over, up, over. Yes.
Yeah. There.
There you go. Okay, so can you feel the difference in that trot when she has the proper bend through the right side of her body?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to start to feel that it's changing when she wants to poke her nose to the outside. What you have to
Yeah.
be careful of if it's not it's not your right hand pulling that shoulder over. Yeah?
Right.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Good.
Good job.
Good. And then when you come back to this corner by me, you're going to pick up right lead canter for a full circle and then down the long side with your trot before the corner.
Gotcha.
Keep your bend. There you go. Good. And right lead. Tap now. Good. Okay, now same thing that you were doing to the left. Each cone is your point of lifting and pushing her over. Keep your bend right. Squeeze your right rein. Bring your nose around to the right. And put your right spur into her side a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go. Feel the difference? Okay, so you can be soft, but if she's leaning and ignoring you, you got to do something about it, yeah?
Right.
There, and then bring her back to the trot, shoulder and right. Yes, good. Good, and then shoulder and right down the long side here to your right lead canter, 20-meter circle. So close right leg, lift, tap, 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 tap. Big tap, big tap. Come on. There you go. Yes, now leave it. And then right lead. Good, and then each cone, up, over, up, over. Good. Squeeze that right ring finger. Don't let her pitch her nose to the outside. Yes, there. That's your feeling. You got it?
Yeah.
Good. Down the long side. Now balance for the downward. Half halt, leg. Yes, good. And then shoulder forward right.
So that was good. She didn't fall out of it.
No, not too bad. Better than what she was doing, okay? But let her walk for a second, okay? So, and then as she comes to the walk, you're going to take her through your poles where you see them. So, the biggest thing that you're going to have to do is like when you take the half halt on the outside rein, asking her to sit before the trot, it has got to be complemented with the leg, or she's just going to fall out of it. That is when she's going to fall, because all you're doing then is pulling on her face, right?
Right.
So your preparation becomes from squeezing the outside rein in your ring fingers, your elbow. So think of like, remember how I was telling you open and close your elbow angle?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to close your elbow angle, okay? You're going to squeeze your outside rein, and you're going to lift with the inside leg. And you're going to have to put your spur into her side a little bit to keep that jump up and underneath of you without her withers dropping away from you. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
So in your downward transitions, you want to try not to lock your lower back, but you have to help her right now to like really keep her coming through with the hind end. Okay? Okay. So I want to try one more right lead canter, and I want you to think about the downward transition closer to like where you had your whip on the rail.
Gotcha.
Okay, so don't let the canter build so much down the long side, because your circle sets her back on her hind end a little bit too, right?
Gotcha.
And then you take that onto your straightaway, and I want you to be like, okay, now stay here and sit onto that a little bit. Okay? It's when she has, it's like right now when there's too much straightaway and she has to be balanced herself, she's not going to be able to hold that. Okay? So you have to be smart in your riding here and say, I'm not going to ask for this crazy collected canter all the way around the ring. I'm going to ask for 4 or 5 straight steps. And in those 3 or 4 straight steps, I'm already asking her a little bit for the half halt and to come back sitting on the hind end. Okay. Yeah, so think rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow it down just a little bit. Half halt outside rein. Because there, can you feel how now it's like going at the same? So it's like when her front leg comes forward, the inside hind on each side of her body is coming forward at the same time. So you can kind of think like play with the rein, but kick her front legs out in front of her a little bit. Put your leg up right by her elbow, basically, and say, get your front legs out. There. There you go. There. Good. Little haunches in. And then your trot. Good. So now make your 20-meter circle. Make sure you've got the bend. So her nose is coming around to the inside. You're over-exaggerating it for the first few steps. There you go. Now see how little you can do on that inside rein while keeping the inside leg supportive there. Pushing, like she has to almost bend like a macaroni noodle around your leg, right? I heard someone say at a show once, bend them like a banana. So do that. Okay?
There you go.
There. There you go. Good. And then when you're ready, ask for your right lead canter. Little bit more energy here because she's going to have to heave into it. Yes. Okay, now your 20-meter circle, same thing you were doing in the trot. Take the right rein, add the right leg. Stay tall through that right side of your rib cage. There, a little bit more right flexion. Good. Now as you go down the long side, keep right leg, keep right leg, keep right leg, trot, and then balance right away. Half halt, sit her on her butt. There. Can you feel the difference there? So if you let it build, she's going to get longer and flatter and take you forward onto her forehand, right?
On there.
So
Yes.
yeah, get it like, and then pick up right lead down there and come towards me and do your right lead canter trot transition. There. Now hold it, hold it, hold it, prepare. Yes, good. And then big
Better.
half halt. Sit her back. Yep.
A lot better.
There. Can you feel the difference in that?
Yes.
Okay. That's the feeling you have to keep. Okay?
Gotcha. Good girl, Sophie.
There you go. Good. There. Good. And then now around your cones, go for your stretchy circle to the right. Good. And you're going to use your same cone markers to push her up and over a little bit. Keep the upper body tall. Hands stay close by the withers. You're not opening and pulling her down. There you go. Good, Julia. Good. Next time you pass that cone on center line, you're going to change directions to the left and then come back to your stretchy circle. Good. Change bend. Now little half halt here. Ask her to sit back again. And then as you come back around your cone, go to your stretchy. Good. Good. Now just play a little bit with the corners of her mouth in the rein. Good. There you go. Good. How's that feel there?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Good. And then you're going to shorten her back up to your working trot. Still thinking about her neck being as long as you can possibly keep it. Good. Good. And then down your long side here. Push her off left leg. Yeah. There's your answer. Good girl.
Yeah, that's better.
Good. And then let her come to the walk and back through your walk pulse. Good. Okay, so do that one more time. You feel how when you kind of sat,
Yeah.
she slips into it, and then all of a sudden the walk just went to shit?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, slow the walk down right away. Like, don't let her freight train you down into the walk. Sit, sit, sit. Keep your fingers closed. Closed, 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 closed.
Better. Good
Yes,
girl.
there you go.
Good girl.
Good. And then go find your walk poles and let her find the rhythm again in the walk poles.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and let her do that, right? If she's not thinking about what her feet are doing, she's gonna botch it. and you
Right.
can't be the one to carry her through that all the time. Like now,
Gotcha.
whereas like when I first started with you guys, you were having to do 95% of the work and she wasn't doing
Yeah.
hardly much of it, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So then you get to like a 50-50 point and now you're kind of expecting her to like pull her weight in the deal, okay?
Yeah.
If you have to manage the walk the entire time and she's just shuffling around with her feet, then you're still doing too much of it. Okay?
Gotcha. Uh-huh.
There you go. Good. Good. And then let the rein go along and have a free walk.
Good girl.
Okay,
Good
so does
girl.
that all kind of make sense though with like not letting the canter build so much? Same thing with the trot to the walk where like when she just
Yes.
plows down into the walk, it's a really crappy transition and then immediately the walk is lateral out of that, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it's all about your preparation. So when you are thinking about the downward transition, you have to be ready with the inside leg,
Yeah.
squeeze the reins, but like keep her uphill. So you have to think like a little bit of
Yes.
bump from the lower leg to keep that coming, right? Otherwise, she's
Okay.
just going to
Uh-huh.
drop the shoulder and she's going to fall into the walk. And then
Mm-hmm.
the hind end is out in no man's land. And of course, she's going to get lateral because that's the
Yeah.
way that she kind of wants to go, right?
Yes.
Okay. So after doing all that, canter work, lateral work, what do we think of the saddle?
I like it.
Yeah, I think it actually
I
like works quite well.
yeah. It
Okay.
definitely like feeling something different. I can definitely see how the other one was really like encouraging me to kind of scrunch up.
Mm-hmm.
But this one I
And
can feel like I could be a lot longer.
so the other thing that is different between this saddle and your saddle is that the difference in the thickness of the thigh block. Did you notice that? So this
Yeah.
kind of like keeps your thigh from swinging, like from being able to really push up. Whereas the other
Hmm.
one, it didn't really stop the thigh. It just kind of jammed your knee into the front of it. Right.
Right. Yeah.
So this will be interesting. Like, I want you to ride in it a few times for sure.
Uh-huh.
And like every time be like, do I still like it? Do I hate it? Also, when you pull the saddle off of her today, look at where the sweat marks are. Okay.
Hmm.
If there's like a ton of patches, then we need to be a little bit concerned about bridging, which it did not feel like it was doing. But I
Okay.
do think you need a small riser in the back to help make it sit
Yeah,
even until she comes up a little bit more in her back.
for sure.
Okay. And then just kind of keep checking that clearance between the front of the saddle and the withers to make sure that it's not pressing down and leaving like big indentation sweat marks like on either side of her withers. Okay.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
she'll probably tell you too. Like she's going to be
Yeah.
resistant to go forward. She's going to not want to canter again. Like those sorts of things where if it hasn't been the norm, then we need to ask ourselves, is it the saddle or is it her not wanting to do it? And my gut is to say it's the saddle. Okay.
Gotcha. Uh-huh.
So yeah, riding it for like the next handful of days. And then when we
Hmm.
check in on Monday, tell me what you think of it. But at this point, if you like it, just keep riding in it. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
And then if we get to that point, because in all seriousness, I probably do need to like part with a saddle or two. If you really like it and you want to buy it, we'll talk about it. I'm not like, I
Awesome.
don't have to sell it. I love all of these. They're all literally the same saddle. So I don't really want to if I don't have to,
Yeah,
but I will if
totally.
it works. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so
Um,
much.
yeah,
Okay.
but I want you to ride in it for a while and make sure that it
Hmm.
works before you like pour money into something like that. Okay.
Totally. Yeah.